So Australians expect us to be focused on them and talking about their issues. They don't like us being focused on ourselves or talking about each other. And that's why it's very important that today the Liberal Party Room has confirmed my leadership and Julie's deputy leadership of the Liberal Party. A reminder of the need for political parties and for governments to be united and determined to keep delivering for the people for whom they work, 25 million Australians. Now, we know that this unity undermines the ability of any government to get its job done, and unity is absolutely critical. We cannot allow, as I said in the party room today, internal issues to undermine our work, to create a risk, a real risk, that Bill Shorten will be the Prime Minister. Bill Shorten, who would come in with higher taxes on everyone, higher energy prices on everyone, a slower economy, fewer jobs and lower wages. So that's the choice. United, we will maintain the strong momentum and the great achievements our government has made in the face, of a one-seat majority in the House and a minority in the Senate. We've been able to get an enormous amount done. We've had record jobs growth, strong economic growth. We've reduced business taxes and personal taxes, and spending on essential services is higher than ever. That's what we must deliver, and we deliver it united.
Prime Minister, what do you say to those 35 who say that sticking with you guarantees that Bill Shorten will go to the Lodge?
Well, what I say is exactly what I said to them, that we need, to all of my colleagues, that we are united, we are able as a team to deliver the great results, continue to deliver the great results that we have for all Australians. And it is, you cannot deny the achievements of our government. We have delivered lower taxes, record spending on essential services. We've started to turn the corner on energy prices. We're seeing the strongest economic growth we've had for a very long time, and last year was the strongest jobs growth in the country's history. So that's what we're able to deliver when we work together.
Have any ministers?
Are you worried about another challenge against you? And what do you say to the disloyalty of the cabinet ministers who voted against you?
Well, it's a secret ballot, Shari, so perhaps there are no secrets to you, but
now that you're
sorry.
What do you say to the overarching sentiment now that you're just a dead man walking?
Well, I'm afraid to say that I can't agree with you there, and the results of the ballot today demonstrate it. All right. Well, let me. Okay. Hang on. You've raised Peter Dutton. Now, Peter has done an outstanding job as Home Affairs Minister, the first Home Affairs Minister in our country's history, and I want to thank him for his work.
Have you spoken with him, Prime Minister? Told you they will follow him and also resign from Cabinet or from the Ministry?
Well, if you'd let me finish, I'll go back and perhaps if I could just finish what I was saying. So I thank Peter Dutton for his outstanding service as Home Affairs Minister. I've invited him to continue in that office. However, he has said to me, and we've had a good discussion about it here in my office, he said to me that he doesn't feel he can remain in the Cabinet, having challenged me for the leadership of the party, and so he is resigning. And from immediately, pending other arrangements, Scott Morrison will act as Home Affairs Minister.
You had his absolute support yesterday. What changed in the last sort of 12 hours between then and the ballot this morning?
Well, that's a question I think you'd have to address to him. No, we'll just take one more. Murpharoo. One more to Murpharoo.
Prime Minister, Peter Dutton has obviously challenged you for the leadership this morning and is now no longer in the Cabinet. If other ministers, Cabinet ministers or junior ministers voted for Peter Dutton this morning, should they follow him and resign?
Look, it's a secret ballot, Catherine. My job is to do everything I can to ensure that we are united and work together. And as you know, I don't bear any grudge against Peter Dutton for having stood up and challenged me today, and I invited him, in fact, to continue in his position. It's really important that we put these differences, there are always differences in political parties, of course, but it's important that we put differences behind us and get on with our job of looking after the 25 million Australians who have put us here. That is our job, looking after them. And we've got to put 25 million Australians first. They hate it when we are talking about each other. Political, dramas may be meat and drink for the press gallery, but Australians want us to keep delivering lower taxes, lower energy bills, record spending in essential services, strong economic growth, 3.1%, and record jobs growth. Our job is to work for the people who put us here, 25 million Australians. Thank you very much. Oh, sure, yes, of course, Julie, yes.
Hang on, Phil Curry.
Challenge. Were you anticipating a challenge from Greg Hunt?
The fact is the result today was an overwhelming vote of support for the Prime Minister. I've seen leadership contests before. This was an overwhelming vote of support for the Prime Minister. I've seen leadership challenges before, and it's a resounding vote of support in the leadership team. We don't take it for granted, but what I say to all those who didn't vote for the Prime Minister, we now have the opportunity to focus on what the electorate want to hear from us, and that is we're directing all our energies, all our efforts into lower taxes, lower costs, particularly energy costs, more jobs for the Australian people, and that's what we're going to continue to deliver to them.
Thanks very much. Thank you.